And hello, 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 hello. College Park is where it all goes down. Yes. Live, work, play in every part of town. College Park is Georgia's front door. Yes. College Park. We've got so much in store. Hey, 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 what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, College Park? Child, it's me. Another edition of the College Park Car Chronicles, honey, but I'm outside of the car because I'm doing something very new, honey. I've been challenged. I was challenged. And the challenge was to come out to Barrett Park and to see how well the Wi-Fi and stuff was working. You know, we have all these initiatives going on, and we wanted to make sure that everything is working properly. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing is that, honey, this Wi-Fi is absolutely just the tea, honey. So we hooked up very well, and I'm walking around. I'm on the trail here. I'm closest to the restrooms and the tennis court, but I'm gonna come back to this tennis court in just a few moments because, my darlings, you need to see this. They're over here painting and stuff, and they are renovating the tennis court. Darlings, darlings, darlings. When I tell you the colors over here are so vibrant and they're popping, it is absolutely delicious. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. But right now, honey, I'm just walking around to get a feel of what the Wi-Fi is. Now, let me say this about this particular park, because I've been over here a few times, okay? I've always said that it was a beautiful park, but I've never really taken into the beauty of it. You know, I've always been aesthetically, just looking at it, but oh, it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous. But I've never really sat over here long enough to really absorb the beauty of the park. This is a beautiful park. It is a beautiful, beautiful park. And one of the things that I'm going to say about it is that I truly believe, even though this is an amenity for all of College Park, okay, and that's one of the reasons why I'm over here too, because y'all know I live in Ward 2. But one of the things about our parks is that we tend to let the park separate us from time to time, because this one is here in Ward 1. You know, we have the Jamestown Park over there that's representing both 2 and 4. We got the Barrett Stadium right there, and carried on. And so oftentimes it seems as though those parks are specifically for those areas. But everything here in College Park, as a resident, honey, you are entitled to. And so this was part of my challenge, to come out of my comfort zone a little bit and to come over here and to partake of the beauty. And just sitting here and standing here and walking the brick road, honey. I wish, you know what would have been so cute if this was all yellow brick so we could follow the yellow brick road. Oh, that might be something to do in the future, perhaps. But they might just want to leave it red and things, and just leave it brick. But just a thought, yellow or gold, more so like a gold, just to give it a little pop or whatever. But right now, this here is just absolute beauty. Now, a long time ago, well, not so long ago, it was, I graduated from American Intercontinental University in 2019, and my bachelor's is in media productions. Now, I specialized in audio, but I was also a film student because I'm a director, and we were doing a movie project, and we were going to utilize this particular park, particularly the children's area over here, the PlayStation. I mean, the playground area. We were going to utilize that for one of our scenes. And like I said, I've been here and understand the beauty of the park, but I really have not given its reverence until today, as I'm walking through and I'm experiencing the park. On my challenge, honey, to come over here and to make sure that the Wi-Fi is up and running and everything is as it should be. This here is going to be absolutely, it's cute. It is really, really cute. Now also, because of its cuteness, it is also very serene and it's very pleasant. And I'm hoping I'm not stepping on anyone's toes when I say this. I'm going to speak on behalf of the ward, because if I were living here in Ward 1, this would be my sentiment. And that there is, because this park is so serene, I'm sure that the residents want to keep it that way. So I'm sure, even though, we're saying that this is open for everyone who are residents of College Park, I'm sure that the visitors, those who come to the area and stuff, it may not be looked upon so favorably if they are a little rude and, don't know how to keep it clean and, become rambunctious or whatever. And I think that I know that would be my sentiment if I was a resident of Ward 1. And just looking at the peacefulness of it, a lot of folks who live here, they're in walking distance. So, we have limited parking spaces, and we do have parking spots on the street and all of that. But I really, truly believe that this is one of the jewels of College Park that I'm sure everyone wants to remain, its shiniest, to shine brightly. So, in this particular case, and yeah, I'm going to say it this way, because, we, discrimination, honey, is used such negatively, in such a negative connotation, and as well as it is because of how folks use it. But when you have discriminating taste or wanting to have a standard, it's okay to have standards. It's just that when we try to weaponize those standards is when it becomes a problem. And here at Barrett Park, I really believe that the standard is about creating tranquility, creating serenity, creating softness and beauty. And it is this park, because of all these beautiful trees and manicured bushes and carrying on. I can see how this would be one of the green spaces that we want to preserve and carrying on. You know what I'm saying? Well, of course, it's daylight now. I would love to see when the lamps are on, to see how the lamps cascade the park and show us this different nightlight and carrying on. I would love to see how that works, in that regard. But we have several cabanas here, those shelters that you can reserve. So if you're having a family reunion, picnic or something, a cookout, if you're doing anything with, maybe you're trying to have an outdoor meeting, maybe you're trying to have, just a little soiree, a little get-together or something. Maybe your community meeting, some of the clubs or whatever want to utilize this. We can sit down and come to one of the shelters and partake of the shelters. Now, here's going to be my challenge, and I'm going to do this for me, because I was challenged to come here. So we're going to start a series, and I'm here at Barrett Park, so I'm going to go to the other parks as well to do this exact same thing. We want to go over and to experience the park, experience our spaces, experience the beauty of what College Park has to offer, and to talk about it, to share it with others, to be able to show, who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're more than just council meetings and big festivals and cookouts and carrying on. We're more than that, honey. We have a beautiful, beautiful city that all of us can, in which all of us can partake. And so I know I was reading comments, and I disagree with them thoroughly when folks are talking about, I wish they would focus more on the council people and how they're acting, and all of that. They're tired of hearing about cookouts and festivals or whatever. But this is the kind of stuff that makes the city thrive. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff that we need for activities. And when we have beautiful space like this to engage the community, honey, why not? Why not, my darlings? This here is everything. Everything. Now listen, if you guys are, if you have a large crowd, there are, when you have to go and try to rent one of the shelters, if you need more than one, you can rent more than one. Okay, you just have to pay the fee, of course. It's a nominal fee for residents. It's I think it was like $25 or $35 per shelter. So if you need two, of course, you have to pay $70. Okay. And you have to make sure that you come in and bring proof that you are a College Park resident. Now listen to me very carefully, because a lot of times folks who feel as though they are College Park because they are 30349 zip code, and because their mail comes and says College Park, those people may not be able to rent any of our amenities because they're really not College Park. They're city of South Fulton, and some of them are even city of Riverdale. How do you know if you are College Park? How do you pay your light bill, honey? If you're paying your light bill to College Park Lights, okay, if your light bill is coming directly from College Park, you are a College Park resident or business. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference. Okay, now what I have done, I have rented space for a friend of mine because that was the issue. He lives in South Fulton. He lives across from the Burlington Coat, well, it ain't Coat Factory no more, it's Burlington. You know, that plaza up there that's on Old National, but his address still says College Park. So he was having a family reunion and he wanted to rent it. So I came and I rented it for him under my name, and, you know, make sure that they stayed within the guidelines of carrying on. And I trusted him enough to make sure that he cleaned up after himself and carried on, because I told them, if I accrue any fees, honey, y'all are paying those fees, because I don't need you guys to tear up my name just because I'm trying to do you solid. Now, we haven't done that in a minute, and this was maybe, 5 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, because I was on BIDA at the time. So that there is that. But one is understanding, overstanding, outerstanding how we can partake of our amenities. I'm gonna do this. Let me turn the camera around because I want y'all to see the beauty of this park. Okay, look at all this. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at the manicured. Look at that. See how the bushes are nice and even and manicured. You see how the trees are, how they're cascading. I'm standing up under this one, honey, so I can get some shade because the sun is very bright. Okay, you see how the lampposts are? We kind of, you know, they're not necessarily old school or old fashioned, but enough old fashioned to give us that sense of opulence, you know, and carrying on. So we have folks that are utilizing the park and carrying on, you know. I'm going to continue walking because I want to get back down here to the court, to the tennis court, because I want to show you guys that. I'm going to turn the camera back around on me because for the privacy of those who are out here, I don't want to necessarily put them on the camera because I'm the one taping and they're out here enjoying themselves, and, you know, that there becomes a bit that way. And, you know, hey, I don't feel like ruffling no feathers today. I'm going to be calm today, honey. I know I do a lot with y'all. And I know I can piss y'all off and good. But at the same time, there is a softer side to me that I think many of you like to take advantage of from time to time. Okay. But nonetheless, you know, this here is where this is, honey. And just to walk we got folks out here jogging. Like I said, I'm on the concrete, the brick road, honey. I keep wanting to say the yellow brick road because I said if they painted this gold, look like the Wizard of Oz all the way around, that'd just be a fantasy for me. It may be a little too much, but, you know, for something as simple and elegant as this, the gold may be a little too much, a little ostentatious, okay? So, but it's just a thought. It was just a thought, okay? So, as we are coming through and enjoying what this is, we encourage all of you to come on out to take advantage of the amenities in your neighborhood and in your area. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the balloons are flying, honey. Okay. Okay. Take advantage of it, honey. That's why it's here. You know what? For so long, and I want to say, you know, quite often, since we have been post-lockdown and post-pandemic, I think a lot of us forgotten how to just get outside. Most of us will probably sit on our porches or whatever, for those of you who have homes there. The apartment communities may not have that luxury because, listen, in Embarcadero, we don't have all of this, okay? We got a little pool and, you know, an area, that's supposed to be play area, but the apartment community, honey, most of us are parking lots. We're parking. We don't even have sidewalks, okay? So, in that regard, it is the idea of just being able to come out and to say, hey, this is beautiful, this is gorgeous. This here is my neighborhood. This here is, for those of you who pay your taxes, you keep talking about your property taxes or whatever. Well, this is part of what you pay for. These are part of the amenities, let's look at, remember how important the rock wall was for you. Okay, that was important. Why? Because you said it's a College Park amenity. I should be able, regardless of whatever word I'm in, I should be able to utilize that because it is an amenity, correct? Well, honey, I'm doing the same thing with the parks. I want you to see that as the parks as well. For those of you who do not live here in Ward 1, okay, this here is for you as well, particularly for you. So you can come on out and just be engaged in the beauty. For those of you who are nature lovers and carrying on and just love to be out and about, not necessarily away from home, but just out of the house, this park is absolutely fantastic for you. I wish they had places for folks to come and play chess and carrying on. Now here, I'm going to turn the camera back around because we're over here at the playground, right? And I want you to see this PlayStation area, the playground. I keep saying PlayStation, and I don't want to confuse it with the game because to say PlayStation, honey, means something else. But I mean the playground. Look at this, honey. Look at this. Okay, y'all see that? We got swings, we got the slide board and carrying on, we got all these little things. See how this wooden boat is for them to climb on and all of that? Okay, can you see? Wait a minute, maybe I need to come a little closer because that may not give y'all the whole benefit. But again, I'm trying to protect the privacy of the kids that's on the swings. Okay. So yeah. Okay. And all of this is for the children because, child, I can't climb up this little thing right here. Okay? I won't even fit. Y'all see that? Little climbing wall. Look at this. Okay? Look at the boat. They could be the captain on the ship. You like that? This is really cute. I've never come inside just like this. Look at that. Okay? Got the little pedal, the little steering wheel there. All of that. Little engine. Look at that. Little engine that I wasn't expecting it to turn, but see, it turns. If that turns, then that means this turns too, right? Look at that. See there? They can sit there and steer the ship. Okay? And all of that. They got that to climb on. See the uneven bars here? They could come here and climb across this. They got that right there. And again, we got kids over here on the swing, so I don't want to show them because they're enjoying themselves. They don't actually be a part of the video. So that there is that. But here, let me come over here. I want to show y'all this. Okay, this here is everything. And look what they're doing. Okay, some of the benches. That was wait a minute. That was a huge step for me. Okay, I thought it was lower than what it was. Some of the benches, see that blue bench? Most of them are green. But they're starting to color coordinate to where we have blue and green benches, which are the colors of College Park, right? But look what they've done over here to the tennis court, which is also going to double as a pickleball court. Okay? They're over here working now. Look at that. Do y'all see how vibrant that is? Doesn't that look inviting? Doesn't that look like we want to come and do something? Okay? Before, it looked like it needed some help, right? And now the guys are out here, they're working to give it a facelift and an uplift. This here is what this is. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I don't play tennis. I used to play racquetball back in the day. I had been on the racquetball court just as my college days. Okay, the first time around. Okay, but isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, get you to come out and play a little golf. I said golf. Okay, perhaps that may be the next thing we work on. Okay, a putt-putt field somewhere so we can get into the game of golf. Maybe that could be over at one of the other parks. You know, we have the tennis over here. You know, we have the golf at another one. So that way, folks can rotate and get around the park. You see what I'm saying? So there is that, y'all. And so this here is all of this. This is the gorgeous, gorgeous Barrett Park. And I've completed my challenge, honey, because I got through this live. The Wi-Fi is working. It works properly. You have to go in. When you log on, you go into your Wi-Fi, and I think it says Barrett Park Community. And then you sign in like that, okay? If your phone automatically attaches to the Wi-Fi, you won't have a problem, because mine did. But yeah, if you have to go in, just go into your Wi-Fi settings and look for the Wi-Fi networks available, and it'll come Barrett Park Community or Barrett Park. You'll know it because it say Barrett Park. Okay, now, before I go, I want to do one more thing. I want you guys to understand about the restrooms here. Remember, we had the grand opening for the restrooms. Now, I didn't do it. Wait a minute. I'm trying to scratch my foot with my other foot to do a crossover and lost my balance. Okay. I didn't do it when we did the grand opening because I said to myself, I don't come over here often, so I don't need a code. And that's not true. That there is not true. Because one of the things is, again, as a College Park resident, I need my own code for the time that I am over here, like now. Okay? We want to be able to utilize the codes for our safe bathrooms and the technology that we have on the bathrooms. Y'all see those? Okay. We have the bathrooms over here that's been working on and carrying on. Oh, wait a minute. I got to turn the camera around. Wait a minute. Did I do it? Yeah. Okay, you see those? Okay. Yeah. Now, hold on. Let me come over here. Because if you don't have your own code to come into the bathrooms, you do have a space here where you can contact someone and they can buzz you in. Okay? It's all here, and you go through, I believe it is restroom pass, and I think this is where you put your PIN in, okay? But if you're trying to go back to get one, then I think it's virtual key. No. Okay, we have to go to directory, and then you go down, see that's where it is, and then you call one of these particular numbers, and then when you call a number, they will talk to you and get you in, and then they give you a pin to get into the restroom. Now, this is the women's side. They have one on each side. That's the women's, and this one here is the men's side, so that you don't confuse the two, honey, okay? So that we do not confuse the two, right? And you see here, they got times of operation, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., okay? And it tells you right here how to utilize it if you don't have your own number, or if you forgot how to do it. I've never done it, so that's how come I'm going through it. You see, I had a couple of bumps because I have never done it. But I want to encourage everyone who's a College Park resident, come on out here, get your own code, because you're entitled to this as well. Okay? So let's utilize the technology that we have. The city has spent money to make sure we got the upgrades and carrying on so that we can maintain who we are. Okay? So my challenge has been completed. My challenge has been completed. Okay? And my challenger is standing right here looking at me to make sure that I've done it. And I'm ecstatic. But I'm just enjoying the park. I'm enjoying the park, and we got some new upgrades coming as well. I know there was a proposal to put an awning over the playground so that the children can have some shaded areas so that, they don't get sunburned and everything, because, like that slide and stuff, that's all aluminum. And, if it gets too hot, as they're trying to slide down the slide, they can burn themselves and things of that nature. And like holding on to the chain of the swings, it could get too hot and they can burn their hands. So we're looking to have an awning of some type that can shade some of that to keep it a little cooler so that the children can enjoy it thoroughly, without having any kind of mishaps. And I think that there is going to be fun. And I think it's a wonderful idea, actually, because most of the time we don't think about that. We don't think about what can happen to the kids. We just want them to go play, right? And et cetera, et cetera. So, having said all that, I'm going to let you guys go now because I'm having fun with this. I really am. I don't know where I'm going to next. Yes, I do. I'm just not going to tell you. Okay. But just know that I'm going to do one of these for every park that we have here. Let's show off College Park, and let's get into the beauty of what she has to offer. Okay. And, we will go from there. So until the next time, my darlings, ciao, ciao, ciao. Yes. Okay, now wait a minute. I'm in the sun. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to turn it off, y'all, but hell, can't see. And that's with my sunglasses trying to block the sun, but